y'all? It's Lawrencepshow, man. I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a while since last season. I want to thank everybody for their support, man. It was an honor. We had this, big ass production set, and but we got a new spot, new location. You know what I mean? We got a new backdrop, new set, new couch. Everything is lovely. We back season 2. I got a special guest for y'all tonight. Got my man Obie. He's in the building. Good. Let you know how we get down, and we gonna get right into it because you know how I do my show. This guy he's facilitated so many opportunities for myself and other artists, and we all gotta pay homage to what makes this whole shit go around. The fan, the missing element of hip hop. But we gonna get right into the show, man. We don't lollygag, we don't pussy for the round, so let's get right into it, man. What got you into hip hop?
What got me into hip hop? Faceless pretty much introduced me to the world of recording music.
Okay, absolutely. So what hip hop name do you go by?
My moniker, I go by Obie.
Like the dude from Star Wars.
Very similar, different spelling.
Okay, gotcha. So you never really was a MC, DJ, b-boy, graphic artist, or beatboxer. So how come you never did one of those elements?
I have friends that do all of those elements. Personally, for me,
right.
I always wanted to be a DJ. I just couldn't afford tables. I did get into producing though, so I do know how to make beats. Something that I do in my free time. But in terms of the other elements, I always had friends that did all those. So I used to run around with people that were graph writers. A good friend of mine, Characteristics, is an incredible beatboxer. My boy Ethan and his crew with Lost Tribe, they're internationally famous b-boys. They did their thing. So I think I always just kind of sat back and just admired what it was that they did, and just realized that those lanes were for them. But
see, that's really the theme of the show, is that you still had a purpose, because such as myself as an artist MC, it doesn't mean anything if we don't have anything to bounce it off of, because of your excitement and feedback from what our artistic abilities are. You're one of the main important ingredients to that. You're the reason we go in and we write, well, let me see what what Obi-Wan gonna say when I spit that. We're facilitating for you, so you actually played a major role in all these people around you. So that's really what we gearing to, is that the importance of the supporter and the fan is really a lost element of hip hop, and I think should be really looked upon, and really and a lot of homage should be paid to it.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so when and where do you predominantly listen to hip hop music?
It's got to be in my car, man. I spend way too much time in my car. I mean, we live in Southern California. I have to be super far away from work. Anytime I'm in my car.
Right. So what do you think is the biggest difference between a music fan and a music supporter? The biggest difference?
Time and money. Okay. Anybody can be a fan. You know what I'm saying? So a record comes on the radio, people start nodding their heads or whatever. Anyone can do that. The supporters, when you take it to the next level, that's when you genuinely gain real interest of who that artist is. You look into their catalog, you do their you do the research on their history.
Right.
You purchase their records, you go to their concerts, you follow them, you purchase their merch.
Right.
It's two completely different things.
Okay, so what's more embarrassing for you? If you get a chance to meet your favorite artist, right? You run up to the guy. What's more embarrassing, right? You run up there and you fart as soon as you walk up. Or number 2, you walk up, you got this mean booger in your nose. It ain't the one that's in your nose. It's kind of hanging, it's swinging from your nose. Or you got super, super bad breath. What's more embarrassing, walking up to your favorite artist?
Thinking the breath.
The breath.
I'm gonna have to go with bad breath, man.
Woo.
Yeah, especially if you're chatting with them and just whatever. Your first impressions are there. People remember people with bad breath
forever. So you can have the boogers and the fart thing, but they're gonna remember that breath, that conversation.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Breath mints fans. I'm an artist myself. Breath mints before you run into your favorite artist. That's the advice that he's giving you guys. So, what's 3 pieces of merchandise every artist should have at their show? If you had a show, what are 3 things that they should have for you as a supporter and a fan?
Pieces of merchandise?
Yes.
You got it. Their music is definitely going to be most important.
Okay.
If somebody comes and sees you rocking a set and they're interested, you definitely want to have your product out there. If not, they're probably going to forget. Clothing.
Clothing.
Probably like posters, I think, would be the third.
Of course, like the Little Kim poster.
Exactly. See, everybody remembers the Little Kim poster.
What makes an artist an asshole?
Stealing. So whether it be lyrics or, you know, stealing an instrumental that belonged to somebody else, you know, biting in general is something that I think is definitely a negative connotation. Jacking for beats, you taking people's instrumentals, you know, production that was promised to somebody else or whatever. Also, promising a project that never comes out, that never sees the light of day.
Wow.
So, you know, detox. Things of that nature.
We still got some detox. When is it coming out? Oh, it's coming this summer.
That shit ain't never coming out.
Alrighty. So, if you was to get, if you had a chance to get your favorite artist concert tickets, what would you be willing to do? Number one, eat a live roach. Would you run through the airport wearing a shirt that says, I am the bomb? Or on all your social media, for a week, you have to say, I am gay and I'm happily in love.
Oh, shit.
To get those tickets. Tickets.
I have the choice to eat a roach. Run through an airport with a t-shirt that says I am the bomb. Or I have to go on social media for a week and and make up a story about how I'm gay and in love with somebody.
Yes. What do you do to get those tickets?
Give me the roach, man.
I'm
going with the roach.
Wait, we got a roach? Oh, okay, okay, we'll do the roach thing in the back. Okay, he said he'll eat a roach for that. Okay, that's pretty fucking gross. Okay, sex tapes are hot right now. So, if the sex tape was to hit online, you know everybody has a sex tape. Which one you think right now would get the most views? A sex tape with Trinidad James, a sex tape with Kendrick Lamar, or a sex tape with P. Diddy?
Sex tape featuring Kendrick Lamar would probably get the most views. Not by me, but by his stans and everybody else that's tossing off to him right now, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, hands down.
Just because it's Kendrick Lamar, and that would be awkward, probably.
His height, man. Plus, his fans are so fucking in love with him, they probably want to see his dick anyway.
Whoa, pause. Can we get the pause horn? Okay, I guess if he rap fast, he probably has sex fast, right? That's probably what you guys are thinking. Okay, cool. What is the most effective way an artist can promote himself online? What is the most effective way?
From a label perspective or from an artist perspective?
From an artist perspective.
If an artist is trying to get themselves out there.
Right.
Interaction with the community, man. You know, chat with people on Twitter. You know, participating on, you know, hip hop forums, whether it's, you know, Kanye Tilla or you know, hip hop heads on Reddit. Putting out music videos. If you have high quality music videos that match the quality of the actual music itself,
right,
it's definitely a solid one.
Nice. So what are 3 ways an artist can make money fast online? Like to get supporters to the checkout. What are 3 ways?
3 vehicles that can make an artist money online. Number 1, selling their services. Selling feature verses, hooks, verses. Or if you're a producer selling beats, that's definitely one. It's going to be having product, you know, available for sale again. You know, have a Bandcamp up where people can buy your album for whatever your set price is, and they get to pick, you know, the quality of the records. You know, they can get the FLAC, they can get, you know, the MP3s, they can get, you know, the different formats. Yeah, having a storefront up on a website where somebody can purchase, you know, T-shirts and, you know, if you have any vinyl pressed up or, you know, things of that nature.
Okay. Cool.
So who you are, your talents.
So check it out. What'll blow you away online if you just opened your laptop and you saw this? Jay-Z breaks up with Beyonce. Kanye is addicted to crack. Or Snoop announces that he doesn't smoke weed. Yeah. That would be amazing.
Is it kind of fucked up that I want 2 of them to happen?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I think, well, let's see. Snoop already quit smoking weed once, and that didn't last very long. Probably the most shocking one is going to be Kanye being addicted to crack.
That would shock.
That would by far.
Okay, so question. So online beef, is this healthy? Is this dangerous? Is it necessary? Is it still hip hop?
It's all of those things. It is. I mean, beef is necessary in hip hop regardless. It brings out competition. Competition is always healthy.
Okay.
So, Yeah, it's here to stay. This is the new world that we live in.
Okay, so let's get into some articulation. Let's get into the actual art of rhyming. So, in your opinion, we had this debate when we was at Louisiana. What defines a great floor compared to a great lyricist?
What defines a great flow is something that's sonically pleasing to everybody, regardless of what's said.
Nice, well said.
So, just sonically, when someone says something, it's pleasing to the ear.
Right.
They could say a bunch of nothing, but it'll sound awesome.
Wow, perfect.
And usually, a lot of that is rooted in the individual's own biorhythms.
What defines a great? Well, continue with that actually.
Yeah, well, what makes flow special is I think a lot of it is rooted in an individual's own biorhythm.
Biorhythm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody has their own beat that they kind of walk to in life.
Nice.
So, for instance, if a producer were to give you and I the same instrumental and send us to different rooms and told us to go ahead and pen 16s to it, if we were to come out and share our verses with one another, there's a really high probability that the flow would be completely different because when you hear kick, snare, in your head you're hearing a flow.
Right.
And when I hear it, I'm hearing a different flow.
Nice. Okay, so what defines a great lyricist?
What defines a great lyricist?
What defines a great lyricist?
Someone who's articulate and has good self-expression. I think having an extensive vocabulary is definitely going to play a part in that.
Nice.
And at the end of the day, a lot of it is rooted in the person's experiences. So if someone has an interesting life and they're good with words, chances are you're gonna be a good lyricist.
That makes sense. So if you was to actually evolve and be a rapper, would you be like a battle cat, or would you be more of a pop rap artist, or would you be like a conscious rap artist?
Battle MC for sure. Been studying MCs for far too long, just critiquing their work and following them. Some that I'm a fan of, some that I'm definitely not a fan of.
Right.
And just kind of critiquing, their skill sets and what it is that they bring to the table. I would definitely want to battle certain people.
Okay, so if you could be in the studio session of a classic hip hop song, like what song would that be? If you could be in that session, like, man, I wish I was in the studio when they recorded this song.
I get to choose one session?
One session.
For any one record in hip hop history?
Yes.
I'm going to go with Tupac, Hit 'Em Up.
Pac. Yeah, so you got a few Pac fans.
Absolutely, I want to be in the building for that. Wow. The most vicious record ever recorded.
That's pretty intense. So check it out. So on the topic of lyrics and flow, who do you think embodies both of those traits the most? Like a Biggie, Pac, and Jay-Z, or Nas? Who do you think embodies both skills?
I'm going to give it to Big Smalls.
Okay.
Out of those four, I think he's the best of both worlds,
hands down. Okay. So 3 reasons why lyrics and flow are not valued nowadays. Why do you think people aren't really tripping off of what, how these rappers are flowing and lyrically what they're saying?
The majority of people are passive listeners. They're not active listeners. Most people treat music as a way to escape from their everyday life. You go to absolutely any business in the world, there's probably a radio on somewhere that's just kind of helping people nod their head as they go along their work day, or when people get off work and go to a bar, people just want to escape.
Wow. Deep. So, for all, as you guys know, Obama's our president, first black president in all of time. Do you think that inspired hip hop, or do you think it even made a change or a difference?
Oh, it definitely had influence, especially in terms of content. I could easily go to rapgenius.com right now and, type in Obama, and a ton of lyrics are just going to pop up from different artists. I mean, he's definitely been mentioned.
Nice.
Even more specifically, Young Jeezy. I mean, shit, he even had a record called, My President's Black, My Lambo's Blue. And, he's even taken it a step further as to call Kanye West out by name. And call him a jackass publicly.
And promotion is good promotion.
Yeah, and I mean, he's even mentioned that he's a fan of Jay-Z. That he has his music in his iPod. If I'm not mistaken, I think he even came out to one of Jay-Z's instrumentals, for a speech at one point. So,
okay.
This is definitely a shot heard around the world. It wouldn't surprise me if, your parents and my parents had knowledge of Obama being a fan of hip-hop music.
Okay, got you. So, what do you think is killing hip-hop faster? Drug use, lack of education, or bad parenting? What do you think is the cancer of hip hop that can just completely wipe it out?
I think the spreads both scholastically and in terms of people knowing their music history. People that, these new kids, they definitely don't do their history. You know, they're hearing things that they think is groundbreaking or brand new.
Right.
And they don't really have an understanding of the evolution of the genre and where stuff came from. You know, they hear Kendrick, they think he's the first MC to ever rhyme like that. They have no clue that Pharoah Monch was spitting like that in '94.
Right.
At a higher level.
Right. True. Very true. So question, so why do you think there's so few women in the rap game?
Why is there so few female MCs?
In hip hop.
Well, hip hop has always been rooted in competition.
Absolutely.
So with competition comes aggressiveness.
True.
And confrontation.
True.
These are things that most females, I think, I can't speak for all, but I think a lot try to steer clear of this. It's definitely, you know, hip hop is filled with braggadocious lyrics. Not to say that females don't like to talk about themselves, but in terms of, you know, showing why they're the best. I think ultimately. So
you're saying it's a man sport?
Yeah, definitely. And
hey. I mean, we meant it's a testosterone driven industry.
It is, and even the females that were successful, not to come across as, you know, like I'm saying something negative, but a lot of them had a lot of manly traits, or, you know, it's no surprise a lot of the female MCs are part of the lesbian community.
Oh, okay. We have a few. You guys, okay. What's that? Meet him after the show. Okay. They might have some issues with that.
So
check it out.
I'll catch you after.
I'm gonna put you in a scenario. Obie One Records. You got 3 artists that you can invest in to make you the most money this year. These are the 3 artists you have to sign. One of these 3 artists. You got a gay artist. You have an artist that's super drugged the hell out. Or an artist that's always getting in trouble with the law. Who do you think is gonna make you the most money in these days and time? Right now, you have to sign up this week.
I think potentially the gay artist could make the most money. I think it's also the largest gamble. I think the safest one that could pretty much guaranteed money is going to be the drug addict. Considering that nobody dies in this scenario.
Nobody dies. Nobody.
That's who I'm going with.
I don't see how the gay artist would die. How would he? Disease? I guess. You're right. Good point. All right, true or false? Kids under 10 know more rap songs than the damn alphabet. True or false?
There's got to be a couple kids that definitely applies to. It's got to be a true statement.
Yeah, I know it's sad. That's America, ladies and gentlemen. That's the country that we live in, basically. Okay, let's think about the future of hip-hop. If you had 3 wishes to change hip-hop for the better, what 3 things do you change quickly?
I have 3 wishes to change hip-hop forever.
For the better.
For the better.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna bring regionalism back.
Regionalism back.
So I need West Coast artists rhyming over West Coast instrumentals. I need MCs from the East Coast rhyming over New York shit. I want people from down south rapping over their stuff.
Okay.
I don't want to be hearing some random kid from Oregon rhyming over instrumentals, like trying to sound like he's from Atlanta when he's never been there.
Number 2.
I would have a board of directors of legendary hip-hop artists.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
That make the final decision on who gets access into the industry. People that basically say you're allowed to be a part of the culture, welcome. Professionally. Put out your albums, go on tour, etc., etc. I think we need a KRS-One, a Rakim, an LL Cool J, and a Melly Mel to sit at the table and discuss people's futures. Like, no, I'm not putting up with this.
Wow.
I think terrible shit's been getting in for years, and there's absolutely nobody that's regulating the situation.
Absolutely. So, in number 3.
Number 3? Shit. You know what? I think I would just go ahead and maroon Puff Daddy. I think I would take P. Diddy and just maroon him on an island to never be seen from or heard from ever again.
Alrighty, then we got a few people that actually want to see that. That's real interesting. So question. Looking back at your history in hip hop, what do you think you've actually done for the culture?
pairing artists together, bringing them together.
Nice.
I've met a ton of artists over the years, and that tends to be something that I do. It's just, I hear someone, I think they're dope. Immediately in my head, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, I wish they would do a record with so-and-so. Like, and I just try to set up a meeting or, you know, whatever, invite different people to different studio sessions, get them all to know each other, and just kind of exchange information. And, you know, I want people, I want talented people to hang out with other talented people. And I think bringing them together is my talent.
Almost like a facilitator of great opportunities. That's a very important that's a very important element to making great songs, to making great things happen. One person that brings A together and B together.
It's happened many times, man, and it's always made me smile when I hear two people that I really think are talented and they do music together.
Right, absolutely. So what projects you got, what projects have you done, and what projects you have coming out currently?
What projects have I done? I've recorded a few albums and a few mixtapes, so let's see. I recorded an album that Triune did with Willie B.
Big up Triune. We got a few Triune fans out there, huh?
Yeah, the majority of the album was produced by Willie B. of Digiphonics. He's actually signed to TDE. He's the guy that produced Kendrick Lamar's Rigor Mortis. I recorded his God's Plan 2 mixtape. I recorded Faceless's Heir to the Throw album. I also recorded and basically executively produced Eat from the Lost Jam on the Box mixtape.
Nice. Heard that. Definitely good benefit.
Yeah, she got hosted by Snoop.
Yes, exactly. Definitely hear that. Nice. So what do you have coming out right now?
Right now, I'm currently working on putting out compilation albums for a hip-hop forum that I'm a part of on the internet. It's a huge one. It's called Hip Hop Heads on Reddit.
Okay, Reddit.
And so far I've put out 2 of them. And I'm just now finishing the 3rd one. It should be out within the next 60 days or so.
Okay, so Hip Hop Heads is out. You guys already missed Volume 1 and 2. I think I was on number 2.
You were on number 2. And
I was on 2.
Also on 3.
And I might be on 3. Yes, I am on 3. Okay. Anyway, so how can people reach you online? Websites, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, Black Planet. Where are you?
Black Planet.
How can they
taking
find
it back. Yeah, no. If anybody out there needs to go ahead and get a hold of me, you can always hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter name is @Obie1HHH. So that's OBIEONE. HHH for Hip Hop Heads.
Nice.
And you can always shoot me an email as well, sadistictones@AOL.com.
Alright, AOL is still out there.
Hey, I've been around for a long time, man. I'm not exactly in my 20s. So.
AOL is still alive. Anyway, I'm Lawrence P. My man Obie-Wan, the #1 fan in America, ladies and gentlemen, of hip-hop. Without this man, a lot of dope music that y'all hear out there wouldn't even exist, man. So, I'm Lawrence P. This is Lawrence P. Show, man. Thanks for watching. We do this every Wednesday. You can holler at me, LawrencePShow.com. Lawrence P. Just Google me. That's all I gotta say. You know, we sponsored by the P Flower. You know what I mean? We got holler at me. I got them all day. And we out of here.